What's up, collective? It's it girl, Honey the Shaman here, and I'm happy that I'm gonna be able to do a reading for you today. Before we start, I was living a life of sin, and then the divine stepped on it, and now I feel safe. Okay, cool. So, welcome to the reading. My name is Honey the Shaman. I'm happy that I'm gonna be able to pull some cards for you today. Let's start out with a couple of intuitive read cards. Alright, now Hita, get to making all that noise. You could feel that something is off. Be careful with what you're speaking. Be careful with how your words shift your reality. Reality. Challenge coming to thrust you into who God created them. Thrust them into who God created them to be. I gotta add the word them to that. And you know what's so crazy? I've seen that card before and I was supposed to fix it then. But I just didn't. So it is what it is. Okay. Can't believe you spoke out and exposed them. Somebody just can't believe you exposed the truth. You were supposed to be quiet. This is somebody that's a part of like a tight-knit community. Somebody that's used to being able to control the people around them to like do what they want them to do, and they're looking at you like a diversion. Like it's not their fault that they did something wrong. It's your fault for saying something, right? Or for some of you, this could have been how like your childhood was with these people. Look, a kid show or cartoon, like I said, how it was in your childhood. These are people who definitely try to like take your voice from you. They didn't want you to be like they didn't want you to speak up here. They want you to be quiet. Seen and not heard type energy, right? Home security. They could have kept you in the home a lot. Maybe you guys were on punishment often. They kept just them around you. This is somebody who had like your community. They had like your community, like a controlled environment. Like they only wanted them around you. Yeah, it's given they kept you home. And there's something about this letter M that's standing out to me. Is it about that fast food restaurant? Or, and then you see the way that home is spelled? Looks like HORN. Something is very funny about, maybe like somebody wanted to like hoard your sacral chakra energy as a kid. Somebody was trying to keep you in a house and hoard your sacral chakra energy as a kid. I think you know more than you're letting on. They also wanted to keep you in the house because they were afraid of how much you knew that you weren't saying. They didn't want you exposing them. This is giving like occultist type energy. Look, and look what fell out. A loud mouth. So they thought you talked too much. This is giving hush hush. So those of you who were wondering why they kept you in the house a lot as a kid, you knew a lot. It wasn't a mistake. Just keeping my trust in God. It's giving that you had to rely on a close connection with God in order to make it through whatever this was. Don't go or leave. These are people who never wanted you to leave. So like if this is like family, right? You were severely scapegoated. You were severely scapegoated. And then with this word show sticking out to me, and you were severely watched here. So there's like an energy of hyperfixation on monitoring when it comes to you. Be careful with what you're speaking. See, they just wanted you to shut up. Somebody was like really trying to control your mouth here. And I'm like picking up that this is like you were like a like collectively. I'm not picking up on energies that are like rowdy, loud mouth talking. It's just like maybe you spoke the truth when you did speak. You understand? And this had somebody like severely intimidated, somebody who had secrets and things that they wanted to keep hidden or that they wanted to hide. And then it all came crashing down. They did all this work to keep you quiet, to control you, control your environment, control who's around you. People who wanted to keep you close, didn't want you to leave, just for it not to work out. So that seems like now it's catching up to reality. We went from the past into what's current or coming. A good school. So you weren't bad in school or something like that, or you went to a good school, or you have a very good education. Maybe you're able to like articulate yourself when you speak out, because it says be careful what you're speaking. A good school, you speak very affluently, you speak very coherently, and there's something about the way that you articulate yourself that allows you to be I heard allows you to be monitored. It's a way that you articulate yourself, and the way that you speak here. You're able to communicate things clearly. The word security is sticking out to me. Somebody wants to put like a group around you again. Like somebody is trying to force. This is giving the energy of somebody wanting to force handlers. Like you're too dangerous to just be out on your own. So this is a person who has a big ego, that thinks they're larger than life, that doesn't understand. This person doesn't know God, right? Because God wouldn't put somebody or something here. God wouldn't put a person here if they couldn't handle being here. God put you here. So anybody that's trying to make a decision and say that you need to be controlled, or that like you need people to handle you or keep you under wrap, or whatever this is, it's just giving guilty conscience, right? And it's giving like just egotistical, somebody who just, they live in the illusion of power. Even if they have power, whatever this power is, isn't God-given. So it's not real. It's something that they get people to participate in. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just given they don't know their place. You're being tracked here. I'm seeing like my pendulum necklace, you know, with the crystal. You ever see like the shows and they take the crystal that's like pointed at the end and they go over a map and they can pinpoint people? Like it looks kind of like those things, right? I'm being drawn to look at that. They track you, everything that you do. They want to track your word. They want to control who your messages get to. These people want to, like, oh God. They want to control who your messages get to. They want to figure out, like, if you're an intuitive, you're a spiritualist, you get downloads. They want to control who you communicate with. They want to control if you can receive messages here. These are people who really convince themselves that they have power and control in a world that God gave to all of us. If you're not breaking etherical laws, no, it's nobody's job to control or contain you. So that's when you start stepping into, you got this, they about to step into the crosshairs of God. Because when he calls somebody to be here with a purpose, he gives them a gift and he's using them, and you try to step your funky behind in their path to try to control what they're doing, you're going to step into a rude awakening when it comes to this, because he sent them here. He gave them that gift and he's in control. He didn't send and then this is another way that you know this is some bull crap, because there are people here who are spiritual, people here who are practitioners, people here who have access to weapons, all types of stuff in this world, right? Nobody seeks to control them when they're utilizing it for bad. And then when you have a truth teller, you have somebody that's connected to God, somebody connected to divinity. Now we need to go ahead and create this energy around this person that's fueled by fear, and we need to control this thing. No. So, I'm going to pull some more cards here. We have time to move on. God is going to be forcing these people to leave you alone, or things have happened at this point where, if this is a group, now look, listen, there's a group here, right? But there's predominantly a masculine energy here. This masculine energy could wear a suit, could have like a low cut hair, but it's not super short. This person is very like egotistical. They're very starched. They have such a starch energy. If I gotta control this thing, like that's how they come off. We gotta control this. And like other people around this person have sense. This person doesn't have sense. So the people around this person is recognizing God showing up and showing out, saying, leave this alone. And this person is still just hell-bent on thinking that their man-made position gives them God-level authority on God's earth. And it does not. So then there's that trouble. For some of you guys, I don't really know what to tell you to do. You can start covering your head more, cover your third eye, but you guys have people that are seeking to remote view you as well. They want to, and then some of them too, which is coming out here too, remote viewing in the form of being able to control you too. They're trying to figure out, trying to figure out any bit of ways. These are people who are power hungry. So the people who want the biggest, baddest weapons in the world, the people who they seek to control everything. Anybody that's super skilled, they want to get them and indoctrinate them into fighting for them. This is that energy. Like they're so power hungry and insecure about the falsehood of their power that they need to seek to control every power just to feel like they're in it. You understand how that's coming through here? And this individual doesn't understand how much of a distaste the divine spirit realm has for them. That's what's coming through here, right? I remember when X happened, and now that I know this, I can't shake this feeling. So like we spoke about a second ago, the people who are saying it's time to move on, they are recognizing now when they were trying to control you or trying to control whatever is going on in the past, how things were happening. At that point in time in their understanding, in their existence, they couldn't process the physicality of God's presence in it, God reprimanding it, God stopping it. And now people are putting things together like, oh, when we did that and this went wrong, that was God saying no. Oh, and then when they're looking at what's happening currently in their reality, they're putting these two things together and being like, we gotta get out of the way. It's time to move on and leave this alone. You understand when something's just too big to be out of your hands, and there's just this one person. And I don't think he flies alone because it seems like he has feminine flying monkeys around him as well. I'm getting a starch energy with that also. I'm not even going to pick up on what I just picked up on, but it is what it is. That also support this. It's like they feel threatened because they recognize something as a falsehood, right? Breakdown. Mariah Carey's the people who could have tried to break you down in several different ways, especially using lovers, because we know that song's about a romantic partner, and then abandonment as well. Tested you on purpose. See? So these are people who were deliberately orchestrating things in your life that God didn't orchestrate. So there's a level of consequence that's attached to doing stuff like that. These people have put themselves in the crosshairs of God, something that they don't understand. A cowboy is looking to what this cowboy energy is about. Find a new child care provider or a babysitter. Energy speaks for itself. And then we have that with cowboy. So that's giving me the energy of some roughhousing around children here. I need a little bit more. Be careful with what you're speaking. Bomb threat. So I'm going to pull tarot on what this cowboy energy speaks for itself, because the bomb threat feels like a different energy. Feels like it's in the, I don't know why it would be in an oracle deck, but it seems like it is. What is this cowboy about? And energy speaks for itself. Find a new child care provider. So the two cards that we had come out here, right, are a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision in the reverse. So somebody didn't want any sort of like cosmic change to happen. And the golden child, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gift in the reverse, and they didn't want you to be a part. So those of you who resonate with being star seeds, those who are helping and bringing in the changes that God already spoke. When he speaks, it shall be so. So this is, like I said, there's people who don't understand God. How can you be in a leadership position of a place you don't understand the creator of? I don't understand that. Anyways, what's coming out here is this, they didn't want you to help usher in the new earth, so they tried to paint you as a bad guy. So they, with the cowboy, energy speaks for itself, finds a new child care provider, they tried to paint you and say that you were bad around children. For some of you, this is your children. For some of you, family members. For some of you, if you work with children, this was why they did that. So they wanted to utilize something that can capture the hearts of other people to make them feel negative emotion toward you in order to stop you from being able to do what God already spoke. What he spoke shall be done no matter what. So it's like you're going to, for these people, you're going to just do something that's going to put you in alignment with being toe up for something that's going to happen anyway. Okay. Anyways, cool. So, but be careful what you speak. Bomb threat here. I'm going to pull a couple more cards to see what comes out. Something about a mobile home. A blended family. So, we're going to pull some cards on that bomb threat here. What was that bomb threat? Because when we talk about a blended family, what's this about? Moon in Leo. It is important time to guard against being self-centered or overly opinionated or pushy. Somebody wished that you didn't alert people about something that was going on here. They wish you weren't brave enough to have said anything about it. Somebody wanted to do something in private, or they didn't want other people to know what was going on or what was being planned, or they didn't want people to know that you were the type of person that looks out for humanity or that looks out for people, right? Moon in Scorpio here in the reverse. Negative attitudes and fiery arguments are possible at this time. Channel your energies into positive physical activities like decorating or gardening. This came in the reverse, and they wanted you to lash out here. This is people who wanted you to make a complete donkey of yourself. I don't pick up the fact that you've done that here. So something backfired with them trying to make you look bad. It just gave you the platform for you to fully show who you actually are. Moon in Libra. Avoid making serious decisions and instead focus on creating harmony within relationships. This came in a reverse. See, they wanted you to make some sort of choice or decision out of fear, out of, whatever, to make you seem unstable or selfish or self-centered. They wanted something to create something that they can utilize to further paint you as a bad person, or like something. They just wanted something to be a catalyst for what they can use to take you down so that you couldn't be seen as good as who you actually are. So just be mindful in this world. A lot of people don't understand that there's genuine people in this world that are, you understand? Here, and they do specific things, and it's kept a secret from everybody else, but they live life like they're Mojo Jojo. I've been saying this for a while. Like there's some people that are like Mojo Jojo. And when it comes to like a blended family, we have valid feelings here. So it could be understood now, or starting to be something that's validated, that maybe something happened with a family, a blended family. If you were a part of a family where it's like one of your parents could have gotten remarried, or, gotten into another relationship, or you come from a family that has like, a lot of mixed people and it's multicultural, things like that, you have valid feelings towards these people here. And something has been illuminated about that. Ask for guidance. Divine wants to co-create with you. Because it seems like you had to get all your guidance from the divine. Maybe people didn't help you. Maybe they didn't help you. So if there's any form of negativity, or you have like a negative outlook toward anybody, it's valid here, because it's understanding what happened in that family dynamic. And then the blended family is right under the tested you on purpose card. So it's understood that somebody did something to you purposely. Like this could have been going on since you were a child. You had to overcome a lot, many of you. And that's very heart-touching. Sleeping with a person to get ahead. And then you guys could have had lovers who came into your life who were also a part of using you, or trying to... and that's right next to Breakdown by Mariah Carey, that were like using you or trying to break you down, or they were a part of this same level of like agenda when it came to you, because you have a purpose. They're your star seed. And don't get it twisted and think that people don't know who you are. The type of technology that sunk Atlantis, and they utilize technology that just seems like it should. What is your purpose for having that created? If certain technologies or certain things that you would only need or fathom or create if you're something bad. Because if you're someone good, you wouldn't even want to do that to somebody. You understand? You wouldn't even need to. So there's, I'm not even talking about what I just saw. And they took a big gamble on using it on you. We have, it's about whether or not you believe them. So now they want to work on, if you spoke out about what they did or what they used on you, now they want to work on people's belief systems and what happened. I'm getting this big emphasis on monetizing you in a certain way. Like if you, like me, right? I use my social media platform to speak out and do certain things. Instead of allowing it to look like they're silencing you, right? like I'm going to use myself, right? Instead of it looking like they're silencing me, right? Let's say that's what they're doing, right? Let's just say I'm giving a hypothetical, right? Instead, they will orchestrate exactly whose accounts they allow for your messages to reach and whose they don't. That's being highlighted as well. Then we have planted something. So when it says it's about whether or not you believe them, planted something, planting seeds to make you seem unbelievable or something like that is here too. That they're trying to work that angle. That's what I'm saying. There's no way this is these are good people. Why are you trying to stop positive changes from God coming into the world? That doesn't make any sense. But they want to paint you as the bad guy. Get that money, because it's all about getting money. They all just want to be paid. To receive the thing. I'm not even going to get into that. And they want to put a handler in your life. Take you on a date. And this handler has already been paid in full. So you got to be mindful of lovers at this point. And when I say be mindful of lovers, I'm not telling you to be super duper afraid and lock yourself in a closet and never date again. Because why? God is able, right? But what I am telling you is to be mindful and to know what's out there and what's looking at. Because I know that what collective I read for. So when you're talking about collective messages, we take what is ours and we leave the rest. And we have to be mindful that there's a certain way that they target everybody. So there's going to be something for everybody in each message, right? So you just got to know how to guard yourself and be in prayer. Pray over your circumstances, your life, your path, everything. Keep it between you and God. You guys also have to be careful with your hair. Somebody wants your hair. Somebody could have your hair. I'm picking up on a lock of hair. Because you're royalty, regal. It's making me think of a divine being. So they want access to your connection. It says that's a thing of the past. New and better things are here. Because they want to be able to figure out how to engineer your connection. You know, hair is an antenna. Engineer your connection to the divine so that you lose that connection. Talk to loved ones about it. You don't have to be alone. They want, and also be mindful of talking to family members about what you go through or what they're doing to you, because they may want to try to utilize your family members to try to say like you're crazy to help them with these seeds that they planted. So, you know, be cordial. Learn how to exist in the world but not be of it. You're spiritual, you have to learn how to, and I don't even want to preach anything that's too like fear-based. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're going to be you at the end of the day, and you have to walk and trust God regardless. But just be mindful of the company you keep. Just that simple. Everybody isn't for the same thing. Everybody doesn't have the same God. And the God is who you worship. So somebody can say, oh, I love God, love God, love God. But then every time some money is on the table, they bend their knee towards whatever. Honestly, they do whatever for money. You don't love God, you love money. Because if you loved God, you wouldn't put his teachings out the window when money gets put on the table, right? Then we have the only one who was doing what was right. So then it also makes it hard for them to plant these bad seeds they want to about you, because you're the only person who did what was right. in whatever situation this is that they try to use to make you look like you were bad. You did the right thing, so how are you the bad guy, right? And then we have death. So for some of you guys, you're going through a rebirth. Some of you guys, the situation could have been surrounding life or death situations. For others of you guys, something could be over as people knew it. Things could have, I picked up on the phrase, it's already so. So the actions that oneself, like that they did, already made it so. It already made them speak it. God already spoke it, so it is already so. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. Oh God, what fell to the ground? I don't know what that says. A person who's bad I don't know what that says, and I'll have to like basically knock over all my cards to get them. Maybe I don't have to do it. Guys, let me get this card that fell. It's on the floor. Hold on 1 second. This card better be worth it since I had to go through all that to get through it. Maybe that's symbolic as well, like how much they had to go through just to get to you. And they feel like it better be worth it. And then I didn't mess up my cards or knock any down getting it. So was it worth it? Everything still just worked out in God's favor, right? So, only one doing right. Then you have the death card. Then this is the card that fell. A person who's balding. This was all for a bald-headed person. So, look. You want to know what I got for this? Right? Whoever, like, launched this smear campaign or this attack or that people rallied the pitchforks for, whoever this person was, it's like this was all for them. Like they got people angry. And for some of you guys, you have to be careful because you have a cousin. Okay. I don't feel called to really expose. Okay. Just be mindful of family members, okay? Be mindful of family members. Be mindful of that cousin that gives you a bad vibe or doesn't treat you. Oh my God, look what came out. A niece. I'm too good at this. Or an aunt. This could be a cousin and their parent. Be mindful of them. We have here. God is waiting for you to get out the way before going after them. They're going to receive some sort of karma for whatever they did to you. So you ain't even got to really worry about this family. Get it approved. Something could be about to get approved. Okay, let's pull some more. They will fall together, and then they'll leave them to save themselves, and the followers will try to clean it up. So this could be pertaining something to like a group of people who work together to do something, who work together to try to spin a narrative, whatever it is, right? And then whoever they're doing this for is going to leave them to take the fall. And they could be angry about this. And this person is not, this person's going to have no other choice because it's kind of like, I'm picking up, this is the first portion of it I'm picking up. This person will want to negate that, right? Because they wouldn't want to lose the partnership. But then they will want to, but then things will get so dire that if they stay in connection to, it's not that they'll help them get out. It's that they'll all go down together. So it'll be go down together and face the consequences or try to run and save yourself. That's the only thing that'll be offered on the plate. That's what's coming out here. We have here that's trying to slip. You're not alone. Because the divine is working on this. God has a certain level of anger towards this person. Whoever the ringleader is, the headmaster, God is furious with that person. Whoever they're working for, this aunt and cousin. And then where it says God is waiting for you to get out of the way before going after them, Spanish people. So I don't know if Spanish people are going to be what targets them, or there's some sort of Spanish people that are going to be targeted, or maybe somebody has Spanish family. Something here is involving Spanish people. I'm picking up anger. So there's a Hispanic community that's angry with somebody here because of the death card. And this person who's balding. Somebody's losing their hair here. And then has a certain level of anger towards this person that's sticking out. And then I'm feeling nauseous. So somebody feels sick to their stomach about something. Don't give them the time of day. People don't even want to be bothered. They're trying to figure out what to do. What's that saying when people say, God, you better get them, because if I do, okay. The only one who cared enough to explain. You were the only person who were there for certain people, or you're a good person, or you spoke out, or this could be involving other people who knew you. You were the good person, and they turned on you for these people because of whatever seeds that were planted. Whatever this is here. It got people really, really up in arms, really upset. Somebody was planted. Somebody was planted somewhere to play games with you. So wherever you work, you also have to be mindful of a client. There's a client of yours who could be into pedo stuff as well. Somebody you work with, could be a coworker. And this person could be about to get deported. Okay. Look, oh my God, I didn't even see this. Don't hire them. And now this person is being targeted. So also what could be going on is somebody who worked for you, worked with you, because they didn't turn on you, could be being targeted too. And they could be being targeted with pedo accusations, even if it isn't real. Or this person could have actually done something. Money. Something about money. A phone. I don't know. Maybe this person didn't do anything in alignment with pedo stuff. Maybe they could have gave a child some money and somebody misconstrued that on purpose to make it look like there was something else going on. This person is being targeted. Okay. Okay, we can put that there. Let's pull a couple. I was like, where did all my cards just go? There we go. Somebody wants to go on a vacation. I see that you are the head and not the tail. Look, the queen, the true ruler. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. He found one. The devil offered him something else and he took it. So you guys have some people from your past that are in regret, ex-lovers, that are seeing your power after the fact, after they tried to exploit it for themselves. And they're a part of this group here, because now I'm being drawn on this card. It says they'll fall together. This person will fall with the people. And guess what's underneath that card? Paid in full. And you want to know what's underneath that card? A blended family. Their control is a facade. This person was power hungry. You're being seen as the true ruler. You're being seen as the head and not the tail. Something fell out. Something fell apart here. Something fell apart there. Oh. You're not an elevator. This is somebody who wanted to use you to get ahead. I'm feeling called to take that. You detached from this person and they tried to continue to ride your coattails. This is the first time I did a reading and the cards are falling on the floor here. I'm just going to scooch this forward. And the card that fell on the floor is Russian. Something about Russian people. I'm not getting that. The cards say Russian, y'all. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that. I had to scooch back a little bit. And now somebody is feeling like a caged animal. Some Russian people are feeling like caged animal, or somebody is, the Russian card is actually giving me organized crime, and we have money. Then we have bad health, just not doing well. This person's not doing well. Their health is tolling in some sort of way. This is somebody who has enemies. And then I'm seeing the death card here. Because I'm seeing that you're the head and not the tail. This is somebody who spent the truth, and now the truth is being revealed, and they got enemies for it. Gonna pay for everything that they did. Somebody's ADHD. This person can't sit still. They're antsy here. Hyper paranoid is coming through. Because they could have went after, remember I said you could have had a client or somebody you worked with or somebody like that who was like loyal to you. They went after that person. God owns you. Why did their ego convince them that they did? So this is all an ego death as well. The principle behind what this is an ego death. Customer demographic. Remember I said this was somebody you worked with. Could have been a client. Could have been somebody who works at your, who comes, that interacts with your job. Somebody who liked you. Customer demographic, somebody that could have been on the marketing team. Somebody who was close to you. They targeted that person too. So they're getting double karma. They're even getting karma for this person that they targeted, that they hurt. The keeper of men who sin. Sariel, one of God's angels. They're trying to hide. And look, it says hiding it, and then it also says freedom. This person may want to go on a run, or they may be in a hideout somewhere. They don't want anybody to know that they're hiding out. David and Goliath. You took this person down. They saw you like David, but you ended up being like Goliath here. Give myself a little space. I mean, they thought you were little like David, but you ended up taking them down like they were Goliath. That's what I meant. It gets juicy, y'all. There's a lot going on here. Look, a business owner. Like I said, one of your clients here. Oh, and that fell. A business owner. Heinous acts. They could have done a lot to your business. Waking up at odd hours. They could have put spiritual attacks on clients of yours, especially if you had your own business. They could have been attacking your clients. This is somebody who did a lot. I'm hearing war crimes because you detached from them. Look, your regular go-to. Your regulars. I'm telling you, this has something to do with business here. Look, the manager. Everything is about business. Business owner, manager, your go-tos. Every card is about job. Something to do with your finances, your job. They attacked your business here. With heinous acts. And then I'm seeing gonna pay for it. Whoever they attack, there's a specific one that they attack that has ancestors in the spirit realm that don't play about. I'm getting chills. The fury that I'm picking up on, that you see my fist? This fury that I'm picking up on, oh my gosh, they ain't seen nothing yet. Peep their scam. So a person who this person could have sent around you has peeped this person out, like their true intentions, or the person that they sent around you, if they sent somebody in your life, people are seeing that person scam, so they're not able to hide themselves. So one of those things are true for you. You have to figure out which one it is. I left for a reason, but it could be this person that figures out that you left and you detached for a reason from this person. So they had people around them working for them and with them, but it was all based on lies here. Don't combine finances. You'll find out soon why. And now these people feel like they shouldn't have taken the money. A private person, they don't tell their business. You don't even bother